The Jewish people, as the beacon of monotheism in the world, began with our forefather Abraham. He was the one who dedicated his entire life. He put his life on the line time and time again to bring the message of monotheism to the world. Abraham was called by God, O Havi, the one who loves me. He's really dedicated. Love is dedication. Abraham gets the title, O Havi. He is the man dedicated to me. And we are his spiritual continuation. We are his heritage. We continue his mission as the Jewish people of bringing monotheism, godly awareness into the world. Abraham was given the greatest test of all. He went by God's command to bring his son Yitzchak, Isaac, as a sacrifice, which went against every single thing Abraham knew about. He knew child sacrifice is ridiculous. He knew it's immoral. He knew it's wrong. You can't take someone else's life. God doesn't want people to die. It goes against truth. It goes against morality. It goes against every single thing Abraham could imagine. And yet God told him to do it. The greatest test. God asked him to go against something which he really knew couldn't be. But God told him to, and Abraham did it. But he didn't really do it. He started doing it. He raised his hand with a knife. And God said, stop! And Abraham said, are you sure? And he said, stop! So Abraham stopped. This is a sign of love. That Abraham was willing to give over everything he believed in for God. But Abraham really wanted to give something to God. Abraham loved God. He wanted to give over to God. So what happened? God sent a ram with his horn stuck in a bush. And with that animal, Abraham was able to give something of his own away to God as an expression of his love. This horn, this shofar, this horn has since then become the message of love, of dedication, of relationship between the Jewish people and God. That's why the first time the shofar was actually mentioned in the Torah itself, the first time it actually appears is on Mount Sinai. On Mount Sinai, the sound of the shofar emitted from the mountain. When God revealed himself to the Jewish people, when we became his nation, this shofar, the sound of a shofar is what came out of that. The relationship between God and the Jewish people was echoed. And in the times in the future, as we say in our Amidah, our silent Shemona Esrei, Tekah b'shofar gadol, that we ask God to blow the shofar of the future. In the future, when all the Jewish people come back together in unity, to blow the shofar to bring us together. The relationship between us and God is symbolized by the shofar, which is why in Rosh Hashanah, when we ask God for a good new year, a new start to life, a fresh beginning, we do the mitzvah of these tikiyot, teruah, tikiyah. We do these mitzvot with the shofar. That is one understanding of why the shofar is fundamental to this mitzvah. Thanks for joining the Shofar Minute.